Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate and I'm glad you're here. So today I have a feel-good flow for you because let's be honest, I couldn't think of any other theme, and what better theme than to feel good. So here we are. Find a quiet spot, grab a couple of blocks if you want them. You're definitely going to want a blanket or a towel or something. Roll out your mat and let's get feeling good. All right, so we're gonna start laying on our backs, but grab that blanket that you have nearby or that towel. If you don't have one, just go grab one real quick. You're gonna take it and make like a nice big rectangle, and then make that rectangle into its burrito, right? A nice, easy, neat burrito. And you're gonna take it onto your mat so it's the length of the mat. And you're gonna sit in front. Knees bent at first if you want, and then you're gonna lay back. And if your head comes off the blanket, you can always grab a pillow or something to kind of support you. Take a couple of breaths here to kind of settle. And then if you feel all right, you can stretch your legs out. If it feels better to keep your knees bent, then keep your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Let your arms rest out by your sides. Let your palms face up if you feel like you need a little gathering of energy. If you're feeling super like charged up right now, maybe you can flip your palms toward the floor. Ground you a little bit more. Take a few moments to feel yourself relax into the blanket. Let yourself get heavy and feel where your edges spill over the sides of the blanket too. And breathe. And as you do, say a quiet thanks to yourself for being here, for making this time. Before we get into the movement part of this practice, just check in, right? Do that quick inventory. How are you feeling? Where is there tightness? Where is there energy? Where is there a sense of openness? Maybe a tiredness. Anything goes. Just check in. Make space for whatever you find. And you're gonna bend your knees, walk your feet in. Roll gently off the blanket. Come to one side and just pause like we do at the very end of practice. Give yourself a moment here. We're not gonna go too quickly into anything. And then press into the strength of your arms. You're gonna come on up and you can get rid of this blanket, but maybe just keep it to the side a little bit. And we're gonna come into a table. So make your way onto all fours. And take a moment to let your hips sway a little bit side to side. And then start to work some small circles in and around. That's it. You can start to connect your movement to your breath to your movement. Don't get too caught up in anything in particular though. And then in the other direction, circle it out. All right, and then you're gonna come back. So you're back through your table. Take your knees, open them wide, bring your big toes together. Walk your hips back to your heels and just walk your hands forward. And keep your arms active, not like crazy active, but you wanna press into your hands. And feel your sitting bones pull back toward your heels. Maybe your forehead drops to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, come on back up into your table. All right, from here, you're going to take that right forearm down, bring it across in front of your chest. Hips stay stacked over your knees. Walk your left hand forward. And now you can maybe like charge up that left arm a little bit more. Feel your hands pop onto the fingertips. Roll your tricep in toward your ear. And just push into the floor gently. Feel that outer left hip pull back. Yes, that's it. And then you're going to slide that left forearm underneath you. Do the same thing to the other side. Cross it over and then walk that right hand forward. Feel this back of your upper arm roll toward the floor. And that upper arm stays lifted gently as you soften your chest down. Pull that outer right hip back and breathe. Maybe there's tension in your neck, so can you let that go? Beautiful. Then walk your right hand back underneath you. Come on up. Find your table one more time. Inhale. You're going to let your belly drop. Feel your chest lift. Exhale and round to curl it in. 2 more. Inhale. Still linking that breath to movement. Exhale and curl. Last one. And pull it in. And you're going to hold this rounded spine. Feel your chin draw deeper into your chest. Press your hands into the floor. And while you're here in this rounded back, start to work circles over your wrists. And then in the other direction. Yes, and then come back through your table. You're going to take your right hand to the back of your head. Inhale, sweep your elbow up. Exhale, let it come down toward that left arm. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bring it down. 1 more. You're going to open up, hold it here, take that right arm, reach it up, and then we're going to thread the needle, right? Slide that arm all the way underneath, come onto your right shoulder, come onto your right ear, pop onto your left fingertips so they're right in front of your nose, and press that left hand into the floor. Pull that outer left hip back, press into the tops of your feet, and breathe. Okay, push into that whole left hand. Inhale, sweep your right arm open. And then we're just going to take some circles, just easy here in the shoulder. You can let your left ear kind of pull toward your left shoulder. And then work those circles in the other direction. Nice kind of bent elbow. Let it be just smushy. Okay? Both hands to the floor, rock your hips side to side. Beautiful. Okay, left hand's going to come to the back of your head. Inhale, open that left elbow up. Ooh, exhale, curl it to the right. Keep that right arm straight. So you inhale, open. Oh, it's tight on this side. Exhale, bring it across. You might notice that. It's different, right? Inhale, open that elbow, straighten your left arm now. Then we're going to thread it underneath. Come all the way down. Rest onto your shoulder, onto your ear. Press into the back of your left arm as much as you can. So we got a little resistance there. Peel that outer left hip back. You can pop up onto your right fingertips and start to roll the right shoulder open. And breathe. Okay. Whole right hand into the floor. Slide that left arm out. Inhale, sweep it open. Then you can kind of soften that elbow and just make some circles out and around in your shoulder. And maybe that right ear is going to kind of pull toward your right shoulder as you go. Yeah. Okay. Bring both hands down to the mat. Walk your hands forward. Spread your fingers. Tuck your toes. Slide your hips up. Stretch them back. Downward facing dog. And just pedal it out. You can bend one knee, press the opposite heel. Work a little through the backs of your legs. Let your head drop. You got it.
Inhale, we're gonna rock forward into plank. Exhale, lower your knees to the floor, hips to your heels. Inhale, rock forward, take your shoulders past those fingertips. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, baby cobra, curl it up. Exhale, forehead to the mat, downward facing dog. Move through table if you want. Once you hit your down dog, re-engage through those hands. Four corners of the palms press down, fingernail pads root. Feel your triceps hug in toward your ears. And you're going to take your gaze forward and tiptoe up to the top of the mat. And you've got blocks here, so if it feels like you need a little bit of extra underneath your hands, you can take the blocks underneath your hands. You're going to soften your knees and just let yourself sway a little bit side to side. Notice if there's any tension through your sides, your neck. Try to get it loosened up a bit. Beautiful. Pop onto your fingertips. Blocks on the floor. Gonna push down and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Again, inhale, lengthen out. Maybe your hands come to your shins if you need more space. Exhale and fold. One more. Inhale, lengthen that spine. Stretch your chest forward. Exhale and let it go. We're gonna ride that in breath. Inhale all the way up. Reach it up. Grab that right wrist with your left hand. Anchor through your right foot. Pull up and over to the left. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, pull it up and over to the right. Back up through center. Low ribs pull down even as your fingertips reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Soften your knees as you go if you need it. Halfway lift. And we're gonna make our way back, downward facing dog. Okay, take that right leg, you're gonna lift it up, stretch it back behind you. Doesn't have to go too high in the air, gaze forward, and you're gonna step that foot up between your thumbs. Help it along if you need it, and drop your back knee. Blocks underneath your hands. If you want more space, gonna sink those hips, lift your chest, inhale, then exhale, rock it back, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, ease forward into your lunge, lift your chest. Exhale, pull it back again. One more, rock it forward. And pull it back. We're gonna pause right here. Feel your sitting bones draw back. As you pull your thigh bone into the socket, you wanna push your heel forward. You got it. Take your left hand to the floor or the block, right hand to your outer hip. You're just gonna lengthen your spine, still in your Ardha Hanuman, and feel this right shoulder start to roll open. You can free the top arm if you want. Let that outer right hip pull gently back and down. I thought this was a feel-good flow. Ouch. Bring that right hand to the floor and rock forward. Step it back again, downward facing dog. Iron out the crinkles. Inhale it forward into plank. Exhale, drop your knees to the floor, hips to your heels. Inhale forward into table. Take your chest and chin to the floor as you exhale, elbows in. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna pull it back. Take your left leg, sweep it back behind you. And then step it forward, right up between those thumbs. Give it a hand if it needs it. Drop your back knee. Feel your hips sink, chest lift. Inhale. Grab those blocks if you want them. Ardha Hanuman. As you exhale, pull back. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, pull back. One more. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, we're gonna pull back and hold.
You can grab one of those blocks underneath your right hand. Take your left hand to your outer hip. Give yourself a moment here to adjust. Lengthen your spine. Feel that outer left hip kind of tag back. And we're gonna take the twist to the left. Maybe that top arm stretches up. Oh, goodness. Deep breath here. Exhale, take that left hand down. We're gonna rock forward. You got it. Step it forward this time. Uttanasana and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Press into your feet, come up to the top, soften your knees as you go. Reach out and up. We're gonna go right back over those legs. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. And a downward facing dog. Walk it back. If you're feeling like you wanna hop, then do it. If it feels good, do the thing. Take that right leg, lift it up and stretch it back. Exhale, step it up between your thumbs. Back knee stays lifted. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, pull your hips back. Work to straighten that right leg. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Last one, rock it forward. And then pull it back and hold here. Keep your left hand on the floor or the block, right hand to your outer hip. Lengthen your spine, inhale. And when you exhale, we're gonna twist again. Feel that left thigh lift, even as you spin your chest to the right. Maybe that top arm reaches up, maybe not. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Soften your knee, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward into plank. Exhale, knees to the floor, hips to your heels. Inhale, forward through table. Exhale, little baby chaturanga. Little baby cobra, inhale. And downward facing dog. Not so baby down dog. Pull it back. Left leg's gonna lift, inhale. Step it forward. You got it. Lengthen your spine, deep breath in. Pull it back, exhale. Rock forward, inhale. Pull it back, exhale. Rock it forward, last one. When you get back there, we're gonna hold it there. Right hand to the floor, maybe the block, left hand to your outer left hip. Scissor those inner thighs. Lengthen your spine. And then twist to the left. This right hip wants to come with you. See if you can keep this right hip pointed, lifting up, and bring the twist into that middle of the spine, upper back area. And then maybe that top arm reaches up. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Soften that left knee, step your back foot forward, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana, reach. One more, exhale, dive it forward. Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog, take it back. And pause here for a moment. Feel your hands root into the mat. Draw some energy up through the hands, into the arms, up through the sides of your body, into your sitting bones. And then back down the backs of your legs. All right, float that right leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it up. Crescent lunge this time. We're gonna come all the way to the top. You can take your arms up. If you wanna bring your hands to your hips, whatever works for you, right? Here we go. You're gonna inhale, straighten that front leg. You can drop your arms. And exhale, sink it back down. And come on back up. It's hard to balance here. And sink it back down. One more. Bring it up. And sink it down. And from here, we're gonna open warrior two this time. Feel your shoulders relax, but you wanna keep some energy through the arms, right? Work your inner left thigh and just make sure your inner right thigh isn't collapsing toward the edge of your mat, that it's still opening up. Beautiful. We're gonna straighten your front leg, Trikonasana. Come out and over, feel your right hip crease deepen. Oh, one of the best poses on the planet. I guess we could talk about it in comments if you want. Yes, keep pressing into the floor. Feel where you can lengthen this whole right side body away from the top of your thigh. Then you're gonna take this left arm and just do some circles in the shoulder. Yeah, and then the other direction. You can let your right ear just hang. Oh yeah. You got it. And then we're gonna use the momentum of your arm to bring you all the way back up. Warrior two. Gonna windmill your hands down to the floor. Spin on the ball of your back foot. And we're just gonna hop forward, stepping into your right foot. Lift your left leg up. Inhale, standing split. When you exhale, tuck that left foot behind, or that ankle behind the right, and just fold here. All right, you're gonna press into your feet, ankles still crossed. Come all the way up. I know it's hard. Find that balance. Inhale, reach it up. You got it. When you exhale, you're gonna grab your right wrist, pull yourself over to the right, or the left, sorry. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale and dive it forward. Soften through your legs. Step that left leg back. Sink your hips, take your gaze forward, and then step back into plank. Inhale it here. Exhale, knees to the floor, hips to your heels, pull back. Inhale, rock it forward. Our little modified vinyasa here. Exhale, baby chaturanga. And then a baby cobra as you inhale. And a downward facing dog as you exhale. Beautiful. Left leg's gonna lift, inhale. And then step it forward. Crescent lunge, come on up. Those arms stretch up. And push through both feet. Yeah. And when you inhale, I'm gonna straighten that left leg. Let your arms come down. Exhale, sink and lift the arms. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, sink it down. One more. Lift it up and sink it down. Warrior two. To the tops of your shoulders, relax. Arm bones plug in, feet root into the floor. We got this. Here we go, triangle. Straighten that left leg. Feel your left hip deepen, 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 deepen. Here we go. Left hand to the floor, to the block, to your leg, to anything at all. Feel those feet press down. Let your spine lengthen, tailbone toward that right heel, crown of your head toward the top of your mat. Take a moment here. Maybe some circles, that top shoulder. Yeah, and then the other direction. And you're gonna use the momentum of your arm to draw you up again. Warrior two. Inhale it here. When you exhale, windmill your hands to the floor. Pivot on the ball of your back foot, and we're gonna step forward into a standing split on this left foot. Press the floor away, and then cross that right ankle behind the left. Take a moment here to pause. Okay, here we go. Inhale, come all the way up. Slow and steady. When you get to the top, grab that left wrist with your right hand, lengthen up, and take your little tip over to the right. Feels like you're gonna tip over completely, I know. You got this, keep breathing. Inhale up through the middle. Exhale, make your way all the way back down, slow and steady. Here we go, step that right foot to the back of the mat. Sink your hips, stretch through your chest. Step it back again, plank. Then lower those knees, hips to your heels. This time we pause here in child's pose. You can stack your palms. Feel yourself relax here. Hips back into your heels. Shoulders soft, and just feel the weight of your head drop into the floor, into the hands, and breathe. Okay, you're gonna walk your hands underneath you. Come up onto your knees, and as long as we're fine here, you're gonna take your knees a little bit wider, slide your hands behind you, roll your shoulders back. You're just gonna puff into your chest, and maybe it stops here. If you wanna go a little deeper into it, you're gonna press into the thigh or into the shins, lift your hips up. Maybe take your head back. And take your butt back down to your heels, sweep your feet over to the side, and stretch your legs out in front. From here, we're just gonna slide the right foot in for a little Janu Shirshasana. You can kind of slide yourself a little bit side to side so you feel your sitting bones really root into the floor. Gonna lengthen up and just walk yourself out and over this left leg. Feel yourself lengthen through the sides of your body. So we're going for like a fold in the hip instead of a fold in your back. So if you can keep that integrity through the length of your spine as best as you can, even if it means we stay up here, and that's okay. It's all good. One more breath here. And then walk your hands underneath you. You're gonna lift your right knee up and step it across to the other side of your thigh there. Wrap that left arm around, hug it in, root through your right side sitting bone, lengthen up, and then walk your right hand back and behind you. And as you push your right foot into the floor, work your way into your twist. You got it. Inhale through center. Exhale, I'm gonna take it to the other side, just a little baby counter twist. All right, and then back through the middle, right leg stretches out, fold that left knee in. Going for our Janu Shirshasana on this side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, come out and over. And think about the sides of your body, the front and back of your body being as long, like equally as long as each other. Totally made sense. And then press at the top of your right thigh and feel your right heel stretch away from you. And we're going for this concept of feeling good about things, right? Feeling good in your body. So just go to a point where you feel like, all right, that's sufficient. Don't force yourself, or don't think that you need to like chomp on your knee for this to be any kind of anything. Stay where it feels good. And then slide your hands underneath you. You're gonna come on up. Lift that left knee up, step it across. Here we go, we're gonna wrap around, left foot roots, left sitting bone roots. Inhale, lift up, and when you exhale, you take your twist. From that rooted action through that left sitting bone, you can lift up into your chest and press through your right heel. And that'll help with the twist. Yes, gorgeous. And then back through center and take your counter twist to the other side. Okay, and then back through the middle. I'm gonna stretch both feet out in front, scoot yourself toward the top of the mat, and grab your little blanket or your towel roll. And you're just gonna slide it underneath your legs. But first, come all the way down onto your back, hug your knees in, and then maybe rock a little bit side to side. And just listen to yourself. If there's anything you need here to do before we lay out, then do the thing, right? When you're ready, you're gonna unfold your legs. Find a spot where that blanket or towel feels good right underneath your knees. Oh, scoop your tailbone just a little bit, put your shoulder blades on your back, and then splat yourself onto the floor. And breathe. Soften where you can. Release any holding or tension. Feel your forehead soften and your arms and your legs get heavy. And breathe here. Please feel free to stay as long as you'd like. If you have time to, just let yourself be here. If you're on a schedule, you may need to end with me, so take a deep breath and let it go. Start to move your fingers and wiggle your toes. And when you're ready for bigger movements, you can hug your knees into your chest and roll to one side and pause there. And press into the strength of your arms. Come on up. Comfortable seat. And pause here. Feel your sitting bones root down. Feel the crown of your head stretch up. And you're gonna bring both hands to your heart and bow your head and honor your body and your breath for moving you through your practice today. And I hope, with all my hope, that this helped you to feel good in your body. And hopefully that feeling continues and leaks into the rest of your day and into the rest of your week. Thanks for sharing some of your time with me. I appreciate it, and I look forward to practicing with you again soon. And you know the drill. If you're feeling moved to do so, write a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Like, subscribe, share with a friend. That's it. Make it a great day.